Welcome, viewers. I'm on my way to the BMW MOA 2026 Rally in Essex Junction, Vermont. And right now I'm in upstate New York, Route 199. I really don't know where I'm at. I'm just kind of meandering. I don't even have the sat nav on. When I'm on tour, I have a habit of rushing things, you know. I just want to get to the area where I want to go. So I'm trying to slow down, trying to explore different areas. And so far, it's been good. Passed a lot of little small towns. Nothing I felt that was recordable. But, yeah, it was good. It's good so far, and I just keep plugging along here. Yeah, it's funny, all these little towns. You could tell that there was, like, at one point there was a little touristy area, you know, and now it's just like barren, you know. It's strange to see. It's kind of like depressing, but in the same breath, it's nostalgia, you know. But yeah, you know, you feel the remnants of other people there. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. You try to picture it in your head what it looked like back in its heyday. So yeah, we're just following a dump truck here, and you know, pretty bored, but the scenery's nice anyway. I love upstate New York, by the way. You wouldn't think of New York as scenic and beautiful, because everybody thinks of the city, but it really is. It's beautiful countryside. So this is my first MOA rally. I'm not really sure what to expect, but we'll see when we get there. I did join the volunteer Friday morning as a gopher, so once I get there, I'll just try to figure out the lay of the land and go from there. I love Vermont, by the way. I have been in Vermont once during Americade, and another beautiful countryside, you know, just luscious green, you know, luscious greens. And yeah, so the foot pegs, they're doing good. I mean, they're just the right size for me, and the rubber's just the right amount of size so they don't squish. You know, you don't feel when you have thick rubber, you tend to like squish off of them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the rubber is just thick enough where I get the vibration coverage, and I get the grip, and I don't slip. And I was worried that they were going to be a little longer with the adapter, but believe it or not, they could be just a little longer, actually. My feet kind of, when I want to rest my foot on the outside of the peg, it is hanging off about halfway. So other than that, I'm happy with them. I mean, they're great. They're just small enough, they look good, and can't be happier. I was worried about them spinning on the bolt, but they don't. So far, they haven't spun on the bolt. 44, junction 44, where we at? 44 north, I want to say. Or maybe 2044. Is it north or south, big guy? Yeah, 44. Okay. Now from 44, we should see 7. But I don't even know if I'm on 44 north or east or what. It just says 44, so let's keep digging. Yeah, the gas prices are even crazier up here, though. I just got robbed for premium. But I stopped in Red Hook, and it was like 5:20 something. I was like, wow. But it wasn't even off the highway. I mean, it's just a small little town. Yeah, another thing is I don't like to stop, you know. Like I said, I rush around to get to the area where I want to be, but I could have stopped back there at some historical sites, and I should have, but I'm going to regret it, I know, but I do it every single time. You know, I just don't want to stop once I'm on the road. It's like you anticipate it for so long, and, you know, you just want to go. That's how I feel anyway. Trying to get out of that. Oh, I also got my passport to go to Canada if we do. I'd like to go to Canada, but I don't know where I'm gonna go yet, you know? If I'm just gonna drive around there or what. I have no like destination. I thought about Montreal, but I don't know if I want to go into a city. Especially if all the signs are in French, you know? So yeah, I planned a route on Google, but the problem is you could plan a custom route on the laptop, but on your mobile it doesn't work. And I guess it's a Google thing. I was really disappointed because I even made a link. I saved the route. I was ready to rock and roll, and found out you couldn't do it if you use, you know, if you use your mobile. So that's kind of sucks. Anyway, yeah. So, you know, and I could subscribe to Rever, but I should have, but for all those, you know, you constantly pay, you know, I pay for enough subscriptions. You know what is free? Subscribing to the Phantom Rider YouTube channel. Huh. I think we should. I think we should subscribe. Oh, that is cool. Too bad it's dirt. I'm gonna regret that one too. I'm gonna regret not doing that. Not stopping. I wish I knew which direction I was going, damn it. Am I going north or east? Or am I going a completely opposite direction? Or am I going south and west? It would... Acquiring minds would want to know. Really important. Really important. And we're back, guys. We are now in Massachusetts on our way to Vermont. And I did get a little screwed up back there on 44. I was going the wrong way. I had to backtrack about, I'm going to say 10 miles. The sign didn't tell you whether you were going north or south or east or west. It just said you were on 44. It didn't make any sense, so I don't know. And then finally, I get to an intersection, and finally they had it where they said where it was 44 west. I'm like, oh man, I'm supposed to be going east. So, had to backtrack. And now we're on our way. We're on Route 7, Massachusetts. And I was going to be on 7 for a while. I knew that. I had to go check the map, make sure we're still all right. It's now 1:30 in the afternoon. And it's 88 degrees. It's not humid, or it's not, you know, real sunny where it's oppressive. So I'll take it. Just had to open up my jacket. I do have an armored shirt in case. Oh yeah, Vermont. All right, here we are, guys, the byway. Okay. So yeah, I do have a armored shirt. It's real thin, but it has armor on it. And if I get too hot, last year on the way back from Laconia, it was 101 degrees, and I was sweating. I even took the insert out of my jacket, and it was still not enough. It was pretty bad. I couldn't believe it. I usually don't get hot on a motorcycle. You know, it's easy for me to get cold on a motorcycle, but hot? No. That day, it was hot. I'm not used to 101. I know you guys out west, you know, you're used to like 110, 120, but 101, I was like, my God, I'm gonna melt. A little concerned about dirt roads in Vermont, but I'm going major routes, so I don't think I should have a problem. I still feel good. My back of my neck is hurting a little bit. Not really my shoulders. Of course, I got my backpack on. I know I look like a little, I don't care if I look like a little kid. I like the backpack. I keep the stuff that I really want. If I need it real quick, I don't have to go in the boxes. I use the backpack regardless anyway. It don't matter to me. I'm not hungry. That's another thing. I don't really eat when I'm riding, like on these long trips too. I've said it before. That's one of my. I gotta learn to stop. But I'm not hungry really. Getting thirsty. Of course, you know. I just said about my backpack. My water is in the case. So, dumbass. Anyway, it don't matter. Highway. Oh, turkeys. Turkey crossing. What up? Those are small ones. Small turkeys. That's pretty cool. I noticed in New England here that if they're working on the road, they have a cop. At least in Massachusetts. Like even a small road works, they have a police officer guarding. I don't think they have it here.